never suffer fools. Had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit 'em, just let the rhythm hit 'em. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system turn it up a little louder, turn it up a little louder, turn it up.
Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Rodgers. And able to find out on Lazard. And he's got some space here.
Let's go, baby.
A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here.
Roger.
Fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On play action. Now Rodgers. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Stopped him once, tried to get in there and knock him out of the way. But then maybe that tackle again makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's a Packers
Easy money.
touchdown.
Easy money.
Randall Cobb, 28 yards. And the Packers are on the board first
Easy money.
on the road in Kansas City. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Are you red? No. I'm away.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take the field.
3.5 to go, first quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes stiff-armed him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on my time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Mahomes now to throw. Across the formation, Hardman gets a completion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes fighting Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Extra point by Butker is on target. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. Good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30.
I'm tired.
Finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now receiver in motion left. They'll try again with Jones.
Come on, Jones.
They stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 7-7, our score after 1. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Josiah DeGuara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Let's go. Let's go like Spider-Man.
Brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Let's go like Spider-Man. Come on. Look. Come over there. Move back. 1, 2, 3, go. Spider-Man. Come on, let's go like Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
To begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw for the all-pro. Kelsey is complete. And he's got room. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
A second down pass.
Yes, sir.
But it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
What I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now on 4th down here, that pass.
Let's go. Oh, quit. See, this guy's quit, man.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the
What a banana. What a banana.
good without God in it. We built the sign you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of chocolate.
Oh, New York shit.
I don't follow trends.
New York shit.
Say that with my chest.
Let's go.
Not bend. Game time in it. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up.
Run it up.
Run it up. Run it up.
Let's go.
Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Braden Mann, set to do the honors, and we are underway at MetLife Stadium. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Aaron Jones. Now, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Oh, let's go!
Inside the 35.
Easy money!
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I will see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Wow, let's go.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. That's running back complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. But how about that? The defense's 1st sack. It doesn't come from one of the usual suspects up front. It comes from the secondary.
Yeah, I think they caught the quarterback off guard a little bit because he wasn't able to account for the possibility of that blitz and change the blocking assignments. He comes through and puts him on the ground.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Look. Give it to me.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. His throw incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
Come on, man, I need to.
But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Throwing is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
This drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Second down and goal. Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 40 yards out. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? The quarterback had a good idea and suggested. In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
You can see the thought process there. With his speed, they were hoping he could pop one. Instead, the coverage was good, and they forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down at the 34. And he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Powers through him. He finds Watson complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Rodgers to throw once more.
One.
For Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Woodhead.
Take it.
Jets are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity, but
that's it. But it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective. And they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. To throw again is Wilson. He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. I think this is a free play for Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
They'll give to Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tariq Carpenter will be credited with the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Touchdown! The two Wilsons, Zach and Garrett, teaming up there. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And his kick is good, but flags come in.
No!
Roughing call here on the follow-through, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And some room to roam now. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards on the ground. You talk about catching a defense off guard. They were not expecting jet sweep at all there.
Well, he was 10 yards downfield before the defense even knew what hit him. So a really good play call against a defense that was set up for them to gain big yardage. And how about how they executed the handoff there? That means they spent some time with the wide receivers taking handoffs from the quarterbacks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Wow.
That will be incomplete.
Tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball.
First time, I need first time.
In the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Throw right side, this is into the hands of the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up having over 20 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big pickup of 38.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Throwing now is Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So 4 calls wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Here's Hall again. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Wilson and more there for a Jets first. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. And check down, complete to Hall. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the fourth quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think
You gotta
the
believe
team
that.
just
I know you
the
can
pick
do it.
feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime,
Excuse
had
me.
a chance to redeem
Oh!
Nothing but green grass
Oh,
here in
no!
midfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 22 and a first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Again, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. What can Rodgers do now with his drive? This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside
Field goal
the 30.
coming.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot
nigga.
downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create a
brother.
He's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
Now
My
the
turn,
timeout
baby.
comes here. And the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the game here hangs
Game is over.
of Mason Crosby. This to win it in overtime. And he got it.
Good game, brother.
Kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Told you.
So much sweeter,
I'm back. Right, I'm back.
Before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Get out, get out.
My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons, the kings, the blues, the bars.
Next. I'll be back. Be back.
We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gunso, but they watching just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it. Now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Knock down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other siders. You need to grow. But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You only wish you tell the devil is a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the long more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, better.
I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just
waiting for you, bro.
Gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep.
You ready? Are you ready?
Coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense could go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively,
taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wow, nice touchdown.
Bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this first play will get them back to the 25, and that's going to be it. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Rodgers to throw once more. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he goes down, but not before getting his
one more.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown.
What's going on, brother?
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed and practice in the time for as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated grooves. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, look and repeat that, Charles' defense last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
Thank you, Brady. Thank you, Brady.
It's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Sing with me.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Has some strong running there as he's down
right there, Jones. I like that Jones.
They'll go again to Jones.
Oh.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
How's my leg?
No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown.
Yes, sir, my friend. Yes, sir.
Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. They're trying now for Crosby. It's up and good. It's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had to pass a touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
And nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Through 14-7 our score. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Brady on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game.
Why?
Trying to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Why?
Brady going to go on fourth down.
I told you, why you do
It's
that?
incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
Ow!
This will be a game
How's
of 6
my leg,
when it's all
brother?
said and done. Down to the 15 for the
How's
21.
my leg, my friend?
On second down and 4. Rodgers finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Up the middle, Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be up.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Samori Toure, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. touchdown. Here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down.
He rifles
Thank you.
It's intercepted.
Thank you, Tom Brady.
Picked up by Tariq Carpenter. And the Packers are
Thank
gonna
you,
take
Brady.
it.
Oh, quit. No, come on, man. I like, please. Don't quit on me, no. Rồi, đưa đi rồi. Gọi nó không.
Bigger, better, petty, don't matter. As that tether tatter, I pray to God they rattle tatter. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish, stainless.